I started taking medication in my late 20s to help with my anxiety, and it was a game changer. I have a 12-year-old daughter now who 2 weeks ago we made the difficult but very necessary decision to put her on anxiety medication as well. And my question is, what conversation should I have with her about this? And what should I share with her about my journey with anxiety?
Hmm. Well, this is a tough one because I really screwed this up. As a mother, I take full responsibility for making my child's anxiety 100 times worse. 100 times worse. The single best thing you could do for your daughter is to get control of and heal your anxiety. Because if you are somebody who is anxious, and let's break apart what is the definition of anxiety. I call it an alarm, thanks to Dr. Russell Kennedy. But it is really a moment where you feel uncertain and then you doubt your capability to handle it. That's all that it is. And so I'm not a therapist. I'm not a medical doctor. I am a woman who has struggled profoundly with anxiety. And because I didn't get control of it, I actually made my daughter's anxiety worse. She would come down because she didn't want to stay in her bedroom at night. And she would then climb in bed with me. And it just kept happening and happening and happening because she would put up a fuss and then that would trigger my anxiety and my alarm system. And I didn't know how to handle it. So she slept on the floor of my bedroom for almost a year. And here's the thing. Do you want to know what I taught my daughter by allowing her to do that? I taught her you're not capable of facing something that's difficult.
That's what you say, and let them.
Yes. And so here's what I want you to do. I am so happy that you're getting her help, but I want you to really double down on the fact that you are capable. You are capable. You are capable of facing moments in your life that feel difficult. You are capable of facing things that scare you. And when you do that...
Not only are you capable, you have.
Correct.
You have done it. You have done it.
You have done it. And so I don't want you to tell her it's your superpower. I want you to go deep into healing and turning this alarm off and reminding yourself in every moment, you are capable. I have been capable. I can quiet this. I can be the woman in this lineage that actually heals this. And I can do this because I'm not going to allow my daughters to learn this as a coping strategy in moments of uncertainty. And so I want you to take an approach that, look, I screwed this up. That's why I'm trying to save you from doing this. Yeah. I really did. She got to the point where she didn't want to go to school. She got to the point where I couldn't leave and go anywhere. She had to be near me because I taught her through me not putting my arm around her. And that's how I want you to think about this. Put your arm around her and walk with her and say, I know this is scary. I know this feels uncomfortable. And I'm going to be by your side, but you are capable of facing this, honey. And the calmer you are, the more she's going to believe it. What's coming up for you right now?
Well, we are going through the not wanting to go to school, the stomach aches. About 2 months ago, the school called and said, you've got to come get her. She was in class, felt like she got in trouble and couldn't get it together.
Can I make another suggestion? This is really important.
Yeah.
Have you ever been tested for ADHD?
Yes, I'm very ADHD.
Okay, so this is why I'm going to say something. There is an entire lost generation of women, Oprah, that have been diagnosed with anxiety in their teens and their 20s. And the underlying problem was dyslexia, dysgraphia, or ADHD. When they studied...
She has auditory processing disorder.
Okay, so here's what I want you to understand. You have a child who is facing a lot of stress, and the response to auditory disorders and neurodivergent issues, the response of feeling an alarm means she's mentally well. I'm serious about this. Like we gotta stop looking at somebody's nerves as a sign that something's wrong. If you're in a stressful situation because you sit in a classroom and it's hard for you to focus, it means you're mentally well. And so you're doing an incredible job as a mom because you're talking to the professionals and you are getting her the support that she deserves. And that's fantastic. And what you have an opportunity to do is to also build the resilience in her by reminding her that this stress, that it's going to keep coming up, honey, because this is a thing that we're going to work on together, but you're capable.
Okay, so when she said, Stephanie was saying earlier, should she tell her about, how much should she tell her about her story?
I would tell her your story, and I would tell her that you understand how difficult this is.
Right.
And that you have learned to face things that are very difficult, and that you have become very strong, and that you know she is, and that you're going to be there every step of the way. But there is the leading psychologist, Dr. Luana Marquez at Harvard Medical School. The number one symptom when somebody starts really struggling in the way that you're talking about, particularly children, is avoidance.
Yes.
Right.
Avoidance. And instead of running from things,
avoidance or doing what you did, trying to fix it. You don't
Yes.
want to be the bad mom. She
Yep.
wants to sleep in
Of
the same
course.
room with you. So it's like, come on. Because
Yes.
otherwise you feel bad saying, go
Right.
back to your bed.
Right. And that's the same thing. It's avoidance. You're avoiding having to go through this with her.
Yes.
I want you to understand you have the ability to rise. You have the ability in these moments to really recognize, okay, we've got the stress response happening, and I'm going to remind my daughter she is capable. And we can rise together through this. And you're going to tell her your story simply to say, I know how difficult this is. You're not going to add any more drama on it. And you're going to say, and I also know that you're stronger than you feel right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be there with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know that you can do this. And when you display that calmness, she is going to feel that and believe it. And it's going to take time. Like you have to give yourself so much grace, but you can do this.
You can do this.
Yes. And she's taught me so much, through this. And I am just so thankful for you guys and talking about this because it's a lonely place to be whenever you struggle with anxiety. And I think I didn't talk to her about it, and I haven't really, gotten in depth talking to her about it because in some crazy way, thought I was protecting her because if I didn't give her the idea that this could be an issue, it wouldn't happen to her, and this wasn't happening. She just had an episode.
Well, now you know better. Now you know better.
I know better.
And I think what's been shared here will help you begin to develop the tools to do better.
Yes.
That is what my hope is for you. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Stephanie.
much.